I mean, it looks gorgeous. That's a good start. It's a little sluggish right now as the game
Ford had an asteroid mining operation out here. Wonder what happened to him.
tries to load
This is the right
everything.
place if you want to trade contraband, or hide smuggled goods, or do anything fun, really.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. What does the map have to say? It says that there's a place out there, and that's about it. It's not a big place then, it's Scylla, but we do have a quest or two. So, what quest did we have? Can we just... Ah, you can sort your quest by location / region. That's good to know. And let's close completed, because who cares what we've completed already. Now, space. We're in space. So we've got the relay to do at some point. That was in Roseway. And that was in Monarch. So we should have a science weapon to gather down here. And I'm guessing it's over at that facility that we've found. Yeah, it is. So what else is there to do for fun on Scylla? And who's going to try and stop us from having fun? Right, not much going on in that little corner. To the surprise of no one. So we've got a little building up there. That's kind of associated with where we come down from, but not entirely. So there might be a doorway and some loot to gather. There's a Vendertron. It's always fun. The Circus Time Freighter. And what, an elevator? Cool. Much in here? Nope. It's just the knackered remains of something or other. Let's head on up. With my regular ass pair of humans.
Here we go.
Here we
I
go.
got your back, boss.
Villains? Oh yeah.
What was that?
Nice and easy.
Pop. Outlaws. Can't be having outlaws. Where's the other one?
Their mistake.
Ah, there's lots of them. Cool, that's one down. That's another. Is that mechanical?
Hit!
And let's see. Back into this. Can we get that shot off of the leg? We can. Ellie, you gonna... I mean, Felix is down somewhere. But we're doing alright. Where is that last villain? Up there?
Someone else will clean this up, right?
Cool. Get up, Felix. That wasn't so bad. So I guess this is just a miniature sort of dungeon-esque area. Maybe there'll be a side quest here later, or maybe we can discover one if there is one by just roaming around and grabbing people's gear and stuff. Maybe one of them's holding a MacGuffin. So there's a sublight thug, which makes me think, and we're already over encumbered, good. That sublight thug being there makes me wonder if Sublight would have sent us out here to loot things at some point. Now let's have a look at the weapons these two have got. So, an officer's spine. So she can do corrosion damage with her melee weapon if she needs to. But she's got an auto-mag pistol that's her main weapon. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to replace people's main weapons. I mean, that does ridiculous damage because it's Mark II. But, I mean, if I replace it with another handgun, right? Then that's not going to affect her quick draw ability. Yes? That should still be fine. What's Felix use? He uses a heavy weapon. Ooh. We don't really have any lying around. Also, yeah, that red symbol. That is not N-rays, as I've been calling it the entire game to date. If we actually click on the weapon and have a look, you can see that its damage type is plasma. So we haven't actually found any N-ray weapons yet. I was just talking out my bumhole when I was talking about N-rays earlier. Now, do we have any heavy armor that Felix might like? So we're still using that light bribe reducing stuff. That's light and it's science +3. It's mildly more useful. We still haven't got good proper armor. So let's break down a bunch of weapons. But not the science weapons. We need those. Can we afford to tinker anymore? It's pricey still. Maybe that is a good reason to get science up at some point. Because, I mean... Let's see. Science 60. Well, science 80 or science 100 will definitely make tinkering better. And if we've got a particular weapon in mind that we want to take throughout the game, then we probably want to be able to tinker with it. So maybe we will get science up to at least 80 as we go. It might also be the case, therefore, that it's not like most RPGs where you just run out of things to spend your money on pretty quickly. We might have a good use for our money throughout, thanks to the whole tinkering thing. Now, we did search everyone over here, didn't we? There wasn't a squad leader that had loot that we needed, so that's good. Yeah, more sublight thugs about. So things didn't go well for them. Now, deeper in we've got Sprats. Ah, we've got Chief, sneak attacks. Probably could have got it on something more impressive than a Sprat, but we'll take it. You gonna come over, little Sprat friend? You've heard something for sure. It's probably not important. Now, what are you? Ringmaster's log. Circus time primal performers. Our primal passengers broke free shortly after landing. First and second recovery seems never returned. Right, so there was a circus with primals being used as performers. And things didn't go well. We've only really looked at primals from a distance. And everything that we've seen has suggested that they are not our friends. So this would appear to confirm that. Now, we can sneak under here. We are going to head down that flight of stairs, probably. Oh, it turns out we can't sneak under there. Oh well. But there's a ladder. If we hadn't come back this way, we wouldn't have seen it, but there's also a doorway. Go to anything exciting? Are you a crate? No. To the ladder then. Then to the stairs. Also this box. I don't get distracted easy. You get distracted easy. Now. There's got to be fat loots up here, right? I mean, there's a box. There's multiple boxes. And a tactical shotgun. Very well. Okay, I'm reasonably impressed with that loot. And potentially we could climb up here or climb up higher. No, it won't let us. Okay. So now, the flight of stairs. Where do you take us? Is it anywhere in particular? I mean, you kind of just lead back around to here. But that's cool. We can live with that. Nothing under the stairs. So round we go. And we head over towards the only real facility on this asteroid. We could stick over here by the rocks and whatnot, but there might be loot down here in this crashed vehicle. Ah, it's primals. Who'd have thought it? At least we know why there's primals now. We've done the legwork and we've picked up the lore. That one's a behemoth. Are we able to deal with them? And is there any treasure over there worth dealing with them for? Now, who are you? You're an outlaw. So there's outlaws and primals. And primals and outlaws. And also mechanicals. Who's the biggest threat here? It's not that guy. His head's exploded.
Doing this.
Yeah, we're doing this. That guy got it in the head. Now, yeah, that bugger's going all over the shop. Felix is getting his grenade launcher out. Ah, there's another person. Down they go.
Oh, that's the last of him.
Nice. Well done, everyone. Not sure what happened to the robot. Are we at overcapacity again? I guess this is our low strength coming back to ruin our day. Now that's light armor rather than medium, and yet it's superior in terms of its dialogue skills, so maybe we'll slip that on. It doesn't have the hunter kit for the ranged weapon skills, but that's fine. We've got a thug kit though. But yeah, where is all our weight coming from? Oh, light assault rifle. Mark II. 576 DPS. Compared to our assault rifle's 215. We'll take that. Plasma carbine doesn't seem terribly necessary right now. Or tactical shotgun. I mean, we're just eventually just going to be relying on our sniper rifle. So let's take those off as well. And break those down. Now we're down to 64 out of 80. But where's that 64 coming from? Are we carrying like 7 tons of mods and whatnot? How heavy are mods? Not very heavy. I don't know. Either way, we're back underweight now. We'll find a vendor at some point. I mean, is our hacking skill high enough to flog things to a Vendertron? Might be, you know. But because we're struggling so much with weight, let's just press on rather than worrying too much about any side routes.
Place never even had a bar. No wonder it's abandoned.
Maybe it's haunted. We should look around.
Yeah, we should. Now, what's that? It's a combat drone.
My sights.
Okay.
Yeah! That's what you get!
And there's another one. More also mechanicals? Yeah. Mark II. Can we get a crit on it? Maybe.
That's the last of them.
Cool. Everyone's down. So, start with the... Ah, there's a Vendertron. Good. Start the looting here at this general store. We'll work our way around a circle, perhaps. Okay, the general store doesn't have much to offer, it seems. Although, a locked door.
How'd you do that so fast?
We're professionals, Ellie. Now. Impact Hammer Mark II. That's going to be pretty strong for someone, I think. Maybe if I give that to Pavasi, it will out-damage her regular Impact Hammer. It's also pristine, which may or may not be relevant to Companion's weapons. I think it's relevant. So we'll hold on to that one, rather than just blindly dismantling it like we've done everything else. Now, vending. Yeah, we can sell stuff to you. What might we want to sell? We don't have a lot of use for alcohol. Sell junk. Let's do that first. And that's 10 weight back already. We don't really want to reduce our stats by having booze about our person. Well, by using the booze that we have about our person. So because we're not going to use it, let's flog it. We could... yeah, let's get rid of the cigs as well. We'll keep things like meat and carbohydrates. And maybe we'll put on that helmet that we've just picked up. It is 27 armor compared to our current 16. It's medium, which is fine. And it gives lockpick +5. So, all round it's pretty good. It makes me feel like we're not supposed to be on Scylla right now, perhaps. But we're not here for long. We're just popping in, grabbing some loot, and then popping off again. Loot such as this science weapon. It is the Mandibular Rearranger. Exactly how it works is a mystery and it's never been duplicated. I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll give it to Felix or someone and get them to hit people with it at some point. There's a chief for hitting someone for killing someone while they're under the effect of like 5 different science weapons. So we'll hang on to them all for that reason. I like chiefs. Messages. Survey result. So yeah, there's high densities of yttrium and scandium. Survey efforts continue because the initial vein ran dry. All the sites have run dry at this point. Operations at your site are terminated effective immediately. Ah well, didn't work out then for everyone. And we've got another helmet that may or may not be superior to our current ones. 27 armor again, lockpick 5. Maybe Felix could use that. If he's going to be going around meleeing everyone, then it's probably a good idea to give him some decent armor for that purpose. Now, what's over there? Could be something. Maybe check it out on our way back. But yeah, we found the abandoned outpost now, officially. Is it a fast travel point? It is. Cool. Why would it be a fast travel point though? There's nothing else here. Unless we're going to get to come back later and there will be something more interesting maybe. Vending machine discovered. Where? Is it in this building? Oh no, there it is. Hello. So yeah, largely sealed up here. Calm down, guys. It's just a small drop. Okay, I'm going to officially say there's not much left to do on Scylla. But we will quickly pop over and check out this thing that we recently got distracted by. Where can we get to it from? Up here? Or should we just go back up here? Yeah. Let's have a quick peep over here. And then we'll go back to Monarch. And over here we have nothing much of merit. Okay. Thought it was an interesting point. Turns out not. Quick sprint in this direction can't hurt, I guess, because there's a cave. Caves are interesting. It's got lights in it. We like lights. It's got sprats of the non-rapid variety. Cool. An abandoned prospecting drone. Hello.
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all.
What are you excavating?
This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable.
Makes sense. So you're a prospector then?
Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks. Always.
How sweet of you. Now,
Greetings, Junior Excavator.
I guess that's that. We can't sell it now that this place is abandoned. But we can acquire a tremor cleaver and a few little bits of snack. Very well. That's about it over here. Certainly looks like it. The quest to find anything interesting on Scylla continues. Aside from that science weapon. That's kind of interesting. No, there's no enemies over here, is that? He says, as he walks right into a primal. Cool. Primal's answer bad then, I guess. That's a mega primal. Right, let's get that brute down. Oh shit. The mega primal's on us. I suppose we should blind it. And then bang it again in the head. And again. And again. And again.
One down.
And there we go. So mega primals. Not the worst. I assume that they are easier than behemoths, although that's the first mega primal we've seen, so maybe not. We'll have to do some research by killing a primal behemoth at some point. But hey, that was kind of
Hard
interesting.
to imagine leaving something as expensive as a terraformer lying around.
Wonder what it'd take to knock this over.
Right, so terraform, you say? Feels like we shouldn't run into it. And yeah, we immediately start losing health. Okay. There's definitely some minerals left in these rocks. I guess it just wasn't enough to make it economically viable. Also, there's more enemies. So let's blind them if we can. That one's buried himself, okay. Maybe I should be using... Little too late to realise I should probably switch to my posh new assault rifle. This is why quick save is our friend. Assuming we then remember to manually save at the end of the session. We need vengeance at this point. There's probably nothing over here. But vengeance is over here. Oh, there's also a headless canid mongrel. Captain Irion is going to engage in heroics. Is that you? Oh, there's a whole army of them. Okay. Well, let's see how many we can pop in the head before our time runs out. Although actually, yeah, our time is being restored, isn't it? With each kill. Now, who have you found? A sniper.
Everyone all right?
Okay, everyone's dead. Good. Now, just outlaws. Hello. Captain Irion.
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's Ellie. Excellent timing. Hello, Ellie. What a pleasure it is to see your sparkling beauty in this barren waste.
It's Dr. Fenhill.
So you two know each other.
I certainly know his ex-crew. Mostly from the operating table. I've probably seen more of them than he has.
How cruel you are. I distinctly remember a special party at the Lost Hope Bar on Groundbreaker where
We did not.
Oh, fine. But we almost...
Keep going, and you're gonna see how good this automech is at picking up teeth.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
Sure, buddy. Now, what were these guys after?
Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle.
So, who are these meds for exactly?
Supposed to be for the Groundbreaker, but getting shot tends to hinder one's delivery plans.
Why does the Groundbreaker need your bootleg drugs?
Hey, who are you calling bootleg? I'll have you know these are 100% genuine stolen drugs.
What a hero. Fine, why does the Groundbreaker need stolen drugs?
Because the board, in all their herpetological wisdom, will only sell the meds at a huge markup. Groundbreaker knows better than to pay board prices. Not when they've got me running for them. More importantly, they can't afford to.
Okay, so what are we going to do now then?
Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bankrupt you. I'm going to get to work on this mess. If you wouldn't mind, this delivery is intended for one Wanda Dorset in the Breaker Medbay. She'd be keen to know it's on its way. And farewell to you, dear Dr. Fenhill. I trust I'll see you next I find myself on the Groundbreaker.
You'd better hope not.
Alright then. We have inadvertently saved a dude. And in doing so, we've probably gained a bit more Groundbreaker rep, which is very nice, all told. Wasn't what I was looking for over here. I was looking for revenge, but I appear to have somewhat missed the primals and instead killed this lot. Not to worry, we'll find those primals, we'll get our revenge, and then we'll actually leave Scylla. Oh, we're over encumbered again. Of course we are. That'll be that flamethrower I picked up, probably. Now, primals, where you at? They're over there, maybe? There's a box here. Good. There's a red mark on our map. Ah, there's a primal. It's a behemoth, though. We hadn't decided whether or not we were tangling with behemoths yet, had we? But maybe that's part of the group. Although it doesn't look so bad. Oops.
Go! Pull it up!
Yeah, maybe it's not so strong. No. Cool. Bit of healing. Oh, bit late with the healing. Yeah, need to start switching weapons a bit quicker and being a bit quicker with the healing. Now, where were we? We were grabbing this box. And we may as well grab this box. This is also a box.
Heads down.
And then, let's see. We can pick off the small ones first, that would be good. But where were they? Here's one.
Let's take him down!
Yeah, that assault rifle's pretty good. Oh. Don't sneak up on me like that. Now. Cool. Revenge has been successfully achieved, I think. It might not have been the same group because I didn't see a Mega Primal this time. But we did get them all down. Oh, is that more outlaws? Oh, I can't resist those because they're generally pretty easy to behead. And there's a sniper. And then who's that hanging around over there? Someone else thinks they want a taste. Another squad leader. Oops. There we go. No more of them.
Right, here we go!
Cool. Problem solved.
Didn't even get our hands dirty.
So, what sort of loot you lot got? The answer appears to be nothing exciting. Oh, a light assault rifle Mark II though. Although, yeah, we've already got one of these. It's the same gun. Back to the ship. We've unlocked a marker at least for the terraformer. There's a marker over there for Irian's ship. And we've made progress on a Groundbreaker quest that we weren't expecting. So, yeah, I'm willing to call that an acceptable...
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Pavasi, do you know anything about these cows?
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Is it about cows? I mean, what do you need?
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out.
Nice.
And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
Okay. How do we help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails.
Fair.
I was hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Yeah, easy enough. We can head straight over.
I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
Okay, we can do that. Now, what are you lot doing here? I guess I'll find out. It's probably not worth questioning at this point.